Good morning. Welcome to Morning Meditations. This morning we're looking at Proverbs chapter 24. And in Proverbs 24, we're not going to read all of it, but we'll look at mostly the first half and just focus on the thought of the evil man and the wise man according to this passage. So let's read verse 1 and 2. Be not thou envious against evil men, and neither desire to be with them, for their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief. And so the Bible says right away, don't be around evil people. Don't desire to be like them. Don't desire to be with them. Don't make that your normal friend crowd or the people that you hang around or spend time with. Make sure they're not people with evil intentions. And it's saying specifically, don't be envious against them. Don't desire or be in envy of their lifestyle or the things that it seems that they enjoy, or the maybe some of the evil things they're doing are evil, but sometimes there's an element of envy that we have towards that. Sometimes it's just a sinful desire we have, or it seems that things are going well for them, or it seems they're getting ahead in life because of the moral shortcuts they're taking. And the Bible says don't be envious of that. Don't desire that. Don't even look at that and think about that. Stay away from evil people, because their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief. It's going to drip out of them and rub off onto you. Avoid that. Let's go down to verse 8. This thought's continued. He that deviseth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person. The thought of foolishness is a sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men. And so there it says, even him that thinketh to do evil, him that devises to do evil, he's going to be a mischievous person. Yeah, not the act of evil, just someone who's devising and making up plans and scheming of evil things. That's a person who's going to be labeled an evil person. And if we're constantly desirous and envious of what other people are doing, and we start the wheels start spinning in our head about what if I just and we don't take the actionable steps to start doing evil deeds. But if in our mind we start devising plans and thinking about what if in our envy, the Bible says that's you're already on the road to being what the Bible calls an evil person, a mischievous person, a troublemaker. And that's what we become when we just start thinking along those lines. Now let's contrast that to what the Bible says about the wise man, or the righteous man in this case, back in verse 3. In verse 3 it says, through wisdom is a house builded, and by understanding is established. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in multitude of counselors there is safety. And so there we see for a wise man, there's just quite a difference. We don't get ahead in life by trying to take shortcuts and being involved in evil and wrong and sin and cheating other people and just whatever we need to do to get ahead in life or make sure it's secure. Even things that we say, oh, that doesn't hurt anyone. It's okay if, no one will know if I do this. A wise man, a righteous man, they build their business, they build their life, they build the Bible says their home, their house, their legacy. It's built on wisdom and knowledge, ever increasing wisdom and knowledge. And the structure of their house, what makes it special, what makes their legacy special, is not their material possessions, but the Bible says it's like precious jewels. It's precious, valuable gems. They're filling each room in their house, just based on the understanding and knowledge that they continue to grow and attain in. We have God's word, and it's just full of knowledge and principles and truth. And if we make that important in our life, that's the building blocks of success for your life, not the world standards of financial success and what you have to your name. It's the knowledge that we accumulate of God's word, God's wisdom, and that we can be passing on to maybe just a slow, faithful build. But if we can pass that on to our family and to the next generation, the Bible says that's a wise man. That's someone who's secure in the things that are important in life. Let's go down to verse 10. The Bible says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain, if thou sayest, behold, we knew it not, doth not he that pondereth the heart consider it? And he that keepeth thy soul, doth not he know it? And shall not he render to every man according to his works? And so there we see the truth that Each of us, as we grow in the wisdom of God's word, as we grow in righteousness, a wise person, a godly person is required, according to those verses there, he's required to act according to the knowledge and the principle that he has. And so the example he gives is, if in the day of adversity, if when the trouble comes, if we decide to faint, we decide to not act on what we know is true in the heat of the moment, when it gets hard, we decide that we're going to act against those principles. The Bible says that's not a strong man. That's not someone who has grown in that strength. And if there's something we know to do good, if there's a chance we have to stand up for someone in a righteous way or to live out a righteous action, the Bible says, and we don't follow through with that, that's going to be a charge to our account someday by the perfect judge of God Almighty. He knows our heart. He knows our motives. He knows why we act and why we make decisions. He knows what knowledge he has given to us in his word. And when we know something's right to do, we know the right action to take, and we go against that because we can have any number of excuses and how it doesn't apply to us, or this really is about someone else and it's not my business. And either way, the Bible says if we know to do good and we do it not, that's a sin, the Bible says in the book of James. And here it's telling us the same thing. There's a righteous judge who knows our heart and motives, and someday we'll give an answer to him. And so let's act out what we know to do good, what righteousness we know, let's always act it out. There's never an excuse not to. And we'll read a couple more verses and we'll be done. Verse 13, "My son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb which is sweet to thy taste. And so shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul. When thou hast found it, then there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off." And he says, the knowledge of God's word, the understanding of God's word, it's something that is to be sweet, something that is to be desired, just like, no one has to coax you and push you into eating the honeycomb. At least back in that day, that would have been a delicacy. That would have been the sweet dessert that they would all look forward to. And in the same way, he says, feast after knowledge. Seek after knowledge and understanding of God's word, and to not just a prideful knowledge to puff ourselves up in our own head, but the knowledge of God's word. And we are to fill ourselves with that and just seek after that like honey, and we'll find that it's going to be good for our soul. It's going to be helpful to us. And we can go on to just a couple of the next verses, but we're out of time this morning. But just verses 16 through 20 talk about the attitude of the righteous and the ungodly, and how it's all in God's hands ultimately. And the righteous person, sometimes it's easy to look at the ungodly and to just envy them. And the Bible says it's in God's hands. They'll fall ultimately at the end. And a righteous and a just man, even if he falls here on earth, he's going to get back up again. And the Lord can work that out. And the end of the chapter all about the difference between the hardworking person, someone who plans ahead, and someone who's slothful. And just excellent truth. I hope you look into that today. But may God help us to be that wise man, the righteous one who acts on the truth of God's word and grows in the truth of God's word and doesn't get envious of the things of this world. God bless you. Have a great day.